Oh, this you crazy mother.
Hey YouTube, it's Drew. So back to my writer life series. Black screenwriters doing the damn thing. Number 1, Mara Brock Kill. If y'all don't know her, she's responsible for Being Mary Jane, Sparkle, The Game, Girlfriends. She was one of the first, I think, African American screenwriters on the WB with Girlfriends. And now she's come a long way. Girlfriend's Game, Being Mary Jane, and Being Mary Jane is a hit on BET. She recently, the last episode, oh my gosh, when Lisa, I'm not even going to say any spoilers, but I think, what is it, the 3rd episode? If y'all watch the 3rd episode, you know what I'm talking about. It was extremely powerful and probably one of the most powerful episodes to date. And she was recently featured in the New York Times article about basically showing real life women, African American women, on television. And I just think that she's phenomenal. Number 2, Gina Prince Blythewood. She is the writer of Love and Basketball, Beyond the Lights, Disappearing Acts, for like y'all old school people who used to watch HBO with Sanaa Lathan and Wesley Snipes. Love her. I don't know about y'all, but Love and Basketball was like one of my favorite movies, if not my favorite movie of all time. Number 3, Issa Rae. Love her. Amazing. She's the prototype for how to do shit yourself and not have to rely on any network. She now has a show coming out on HBO called Insecure, but we all know her. Well, I shouldn't say we all know her. Most people know her from Awkward Black Girl, where she had, I think, 2 seasons. Actually, 1 season she funded herself, and then the 2nd season she raised money for, I don't even know that full amount. Let's say it was, I want to say like above $20,000. Maybe it was like $50,000. And she was the one who really got the whole digital to TV movement. She had one time had a meeting with Shonda Rhimes, and they were going to come up with a comedy called I Hate LA Dudes. I think that got scrapped. But her most recent project is Insecure with HBO, which is a comedy with Larry Wilmore, whether she's writing with Larry Wilmore, and that's coming out early in 2016. And so when she wins, we all win. Number 4, Bentley Evans and Stacey Evans Morgan. They are a sister and brother duo responsible for Martin, and I actually met them both at a writer's workshop, I want to say like 2 years ago, for the Organization of Black Screenwriters. They were here in DC giving a class on screenwriting and getting into the business. Since then, they've worked on the show Love That Girl with Tatiana Ali. It's on TV One. And also Family Time, which I think airs on Bounce TV. But both of them, I think, in my opinion, they kind of fly under the radar. Nobody really talks about them that much. But, I mean, it could also be because they're not on, their shows aren't on main networks, like mainstream networks, whatever. Very down to earth. They were totally willing to help teach you how to get into the business. And I mean, of course, they say what everybody says, keep writing, and yeah. But they are my number 4 and 5, or 4. Let's just say they're number 4. Number 5, Lee Daniels. Love him. Who doesn't love Lee Daniels? He is a creator of Empire. I think before Empire, most people knew him for Precious, the movie. He discusses how you have to be a strong advocate for writers of color, both in front of the scenes and behind the scenes. Because obviously shows are run better when there's writers of different backgrounds. I mean, to me, that's just common sense. But I don't know, the fact that it has to be broadcast and there has to be a discussion is another thing entirely. Tyler Perry. I'm not even going to get into, I mean, he's Tyler Perry. Everybody knows who Tyler Perry is. He's a rock star. Sometimes, I mean, I don't always agree with with all his Medea movies. I think it's a little bit repetitive, but he himself is a master. He owns an entire studio down in Atlanta. He creates, writes, distributes his own films, his own TV shows. Meet the Brown, House of Pain, all the Medea movies. I mean, he's just a master. Like, it's Tyler Perry. The next one, Rashad Mendenhall. I don't really think people really talk about him that much. And he's not he's not really rose to stardom, I think, in the writing community. I think mainly because he's not a showrunner. He writes for the show Ballers. Todd Mendenhall used to play for the Steelers, and he basically retired at age 27 or 28 and said, I want to be a screenwriter, and started writing for television. And I just thought that was fucking amazing. Dennis Dorsch and Numa Perrier. So they are the creators of Black and Sexy TV, and similar to Issa Rae, they went the digital route, or basically YouTube, putting out their content there before getting it onto a main network. And now their show Roomy Lover Friends is on BET, which is amazing. But I followed them for a little while. They've had a few shows, The Couple, Writer, That Guy, Roomy Lover Friends, and there's another one that I can't think of right now, but I love. So definitely like Black screenwriters to watch. I totally love everything that they do, and I hope to see more both on YouTube and the digital platform and on TV. I think it's always important to kind of keep that fan base and kind of keep ownership of what you do, because that's the significance of being on a platform like YouTube, where you can reach anybody at any time, whenever you want to. You know, you don't need a big production. You can just sit down and film a video and put it on your channel. Britney Camp Agbo. Love her. I met her last week, I think it was, at New York Television Week. She is the showrunner responsible for Power. And if you guys don't watch Power, it comes on Stars. It's going into its 3rd season next year, and I think they're filming now in Brooklyn. I love that show. I mean, James, Jamie, Ghost, you know, like just the whole dynamic between the three it's like what's going to happen with him and Angela, and then, you know, he has Tasha, and then it's just crazy. She's definitely in my top 2 or 3. Then, of course, the last one for now, because I have a list of about 20, so I'm going to do this in 2 parts, but the last one is Shonda Rhimes. Shonda Rhimes. I mean, who can, like, she's the mother of TV, right? She has created Private Practice, Grey's Anatomy, Scandal. She's the executive producer for How to Get Away with Murder. She just finished the Year of Yes book. I don't even want to say she sets the standard of like my writer idols, but she really does. I mean, she is really top 10, top 2, maybe number 1. She is definitely the person who I aspire to be like, and aspire to, I shouldn't even say that. She's the person who, you know, really inspires me to be a better me. I've never been the type that's been like, oh, like I want to be exactly like her. It's more like I want to be like me, but I want her to guide me and mentor me and just give me everything that's in her brain. And so those are my top 10 screenwriters that I love. I have about 10 or 15 more, but I'm going to do this in a 2-part video because it's getting a little long. So yeah, if you guys have any screenwriters who you guys think should be profiled, let me know. Put it in the description box below. Subscribe, like, thumbs up. Yeah, I just, you know, let's talk about Black screenwriting and screenwriting in general. And yeah, I just think, I love it. I love it, and I want everybody to love it too. That's it. So talk to you later, YouTube. Bye.